Please welcome back to the stage, President of Entrada, Ben Zimmer.
It's a beautiful day. Sky falls, you feel like it's a beautiful day.
I've been looking forward to this for a little while now. On any given night in our country, nearly 500,000 people, including families, are homeless. While many people see homelessness as a chronic problem resulting from mental health or addiction problems, the fact is the majority of the homeless, 70%, are what is known as situationally homeless. These are people whose homelessness results from an emergency such as a medical crisis, loss of a loved one, or loss of a job. So this year, we've partnered with Entrada client Middleburg Real Estate Partners and the nonprofit Shelters to Shutters as they work to make a difference in the lives of homeless people and families. We'd like to take a minute and watch a few of their stories.
What really kicked all this off for me was the number of people that really want to work. And yet, if you're homeless and you don't have an address, how do you get a job? And it struck me, I was thinking to myself, okay, as an apartment owner and operator, we have housing, we have jobs, the jobs include benefits and training. Why can't we just create opportunities for people that are currently homeless? The Shelters to Shutters concept is pretty straightforward. It's people who are living in a shelter currently and transitioning them from the shelters concept to having a place that they call their own shutters, if you will.
I went through a lot of things. Me and my husband couldn't get along. I had missed a lot of work, so I lost my job. We separated, then eviction. I like to call it transitional housing because it sounds better than shelter. I was sad because it was like the point hit me. I'm really here. But it's okay because I knew I was going to have a chance to get back on my feet and life was going to be right again for me.
This is your offer letter. It's official. You are now employed by Ultimate Services.
Thank you. High five it.
High five!
Yes, this is real. It's here. Yeah. Can I sign now? My awesome social worker, she knew of a property management company that, they had connections with, and she would submit my resume. And after that, I got a phone call, and then after that, that's just, it's the ball started rolling. I got to see that I'm gonna have my own place for me and my kids. Shelters to Shutters, to me. Awesome. And it's a dishwasher. It's a dream come true.
I lost my house. I got behind on my mortgage 3 months. Lived with my sister. I got deep back into my drug addiction again. And she just said, you gotta go. You just gotta go. One day I just came to church and I said, I'm homeless. I need long-term treatment. The mission helped me get off the drugs and change my life around. One day I was walking outside and I had this USS Independence baseball cap on, and this man walked up and goes, oh, were you in the Navy? And I said, yeah. He says, well, I'm from Operation Stand Down. Why don't you come on down? And that very first day, he was looking at my resume, and he goes, hey, I got something for you if you're interested. And he started telling me about Shelters to Shutters. Shelters to Shutters gave me a career and a place to live, a nice place to live.
The difficult thing is defining what is the major priority. Is it housing or is it work? Shelters to Shutters is the best of both worlds. They have employment and they have a house to live in.
I work and live here at Mission Priest Lake Park. I am a groundskeeper, but I'll be able to advance to become a technician, a regular maintenance guy. This is my apartment. There's a great need for Shelters to Shutters, really is.
I joined the service in 1974 when I was 20, when in the Air Force. I was doing well. I had me a car, had me a place to stay. I always had money in my pocket. But then I woke up one morning, I didn't have a job, didn't have any prospects, so I decided to look for a shelter. At first, heard about Shelters to Shelters from my veterans representative. They saw something in me, and I'm glad they did. They didn't give me a hand out, they gave me a hand up. And that's what I wanted. I don't want anybody to give me anything. I want to earn it. That puts pride into me. And I have my pride back because I lost it.
Shelters to Shelters is a great collaborative effort because what they do is provide an opportunity for employment, and it provided them a place to live.
They supply my own apartment. I mean, great apartment. I got a washer and dryer in there. It's great. I'm a maintenance, groundskeeper. I'm doing everything. We set up apartments. I do caulking, electrical, the whole gamut.
He's so motivated and has such a great drive to succeed right now, and he works really hard for us.
I'm with a group of people now that care about me, that want to help. And the thing about Shelters to Shelters, they allow me to grow myself, allow me to learn. This is my career for life. They gave me this chance, and I'm not going to squander this.
I think you'll recognize our next speaker from the film. We are honored to have one of the graduates of Shelters to Shelters here with us today. Please help me welcome Odessa Moore.
Hey everyone, how are y'all doing? Thank y'all so much for being here. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying myself. Just thank you for this opportunity. Like he said, my name is Odessa Moore, and I'm a leasing consultant with Middleburg Real Estate Partners at Mission Matthews Place in North Carolina. I'm very thankful for the opportunity to be here today, just to tell you what Shelters to Shelters has meant to me. Now, during this time that I'm going to talk, I'm going to call Shelters to Shelters S2S, because Shelters to Shelters sometimes get a little emotional. It all goes discombobulated, okay? All righty, here we go. Before my challenges, I worked in customer service for over 16 years. I've always taught myself just to stay diligent, to work hard for everything that I want in life. But sometimes life will throw you a curveball and you'll find yourself in difficult situations. You know, just circumstances, just not even realizing even how you got there. I found myself jobless, homeless, living in my car, living with family, just trying. And I also had 2 sets of twins under the age of 5 at the same time. Just facing the fact that I had nowhere else to turn, I had to go to the shelter. And that was just, as you can see on the video, that was just a really difficult moment for me in life. But it was at the family shelter that I was introduced to Shelters to Shelters, or S2S. S2S gave me a new outlook on life, a new vision, and a fresh dream, that not only that they gave me a job, but just a rewarding career and a home. I've learned the ins and outs of this industry. Like, I enjoy helping people find homes, how they're gonna set their furniture up, if they're gonna mount their television, if they're gonna paint an accent wall, if they're gonna get a sectional. I just really enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy learning the new systems, how we can work smarter, not harder. I really love this industry. It's just so rewarding. I'm humbled to be able to use my gifts in this professional world and just to help people transition into a new home, just like how I did. Plus, I know what it's like to lose a home. And that's the part what keeps me going, it drives me. Just looking back on where I came from, where I'm going, and where I'm at today, I'm so thankful for S2S. Without them, I wouldn't be here today. I feel so privileged and honored, just to have this opportunity. S2S helped me with weathering my storm. They've been my sunlight. They've been my everything. When it was just pouring down in my life, Shelters to Shelters helped drive everything, and they gave me an opportunity, and they just let me just see that my opportunity was endless, and it was just beautiful, you know, because it was just so dark in my life, and I had just the opportunity to see sunlight. They're awesome. It just changed my life. It changed my family's life. it's just really set me on a totally different path. It's just a so much better path than I've ever been on in my life. And it's just like I said, I've always been stable prior to the bumps in the road that I went through. But S2S taught me to believe in myself, and they taught me that I could provide for my family and that I could stand up again. I would like to just thank all the people from S2S for just playing a part. You know, they've been a total blessing to my life. Like I said, they've changed everything. And this program is wonderful. It just gave me a chance to see when I just couldn't see any opportunity. Words really can't express how I feel and how I hope that you here today will commit to helping other people to get into this program. Thank you for believing in me and seeing what I couldn't see in myself. I'm just so passionate about S2S. A Shelters to Shutters person is just a truly special candidate. Because in this industry, as we know, the revolving door, it's a revolving door. It's a high turnover. We're losing people left and right. They're going different places. They're leaving us. And then that puts so much pressure on the people that are still there. It's a real need for people in this industry that are going to be focused, that are going to be loyal, and they're going to be driven. People that just don't see this as an opportunity to have a job, just to pay a few bills, but that it's a career, something new for them. You know, S2S is just a great program just to be a part of. And that there are so many people just like hiding in plain sight that if they are given the chance, just the opportunity, it's gonna change their entire life just like how it did for me. Just looking back at the video, like I said, I see the growth, I see the change, I see a lot of difference from that young lady that was sitting in that chair to this young woman that's standing here right now. It's like I'm super loyal to my company. I love Middleburg. I love it. It was a passion. I love my career. I just love everything. And it's like my goals changed. You know, at first it's like, you know, it's a job. But no, it's not a job. It's a career. And like now, in November, I'm getting ready to take my NALP class. And I'm so excited about that. I'm going to have a certificate behind my name. You know, I'm just happy. I just want to say thank you again for giving me the chance to have a new beginning. And if y'all really are interested in getting involved, I know sometimes it can be scary because you don't know how people are going to be, but I promise you, they'll be just like me. They'll be loyal, they'll be dedicated, they'll be ready to go. Just go the extra mile. And so I look forward to talking with y'all. If anybody has any questions, you know, I'm the one to talk to. Christina's the one, Chris is the one. You know, we're here. Just talk to us. But thank you for this opportunity.
Stay here with me. We are just so impressed with Odessa and with the Shelters to Shutters program. We've set aside $25 from each of your registrations, and Entrada's matched that, and we have a check for $20,000 we'd like to present today. We have with us the founder of Shelters to Shutters, Chris Finlay, who also happens to have a day job of being managing principal at Middleburg, and also the director, Kristen Fagley, is here with us as well. So we're very grateful to have them here to present that check to.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. Anyone I've ever met. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tear us apart.
You know, I've heard the story maybe 1,000 times from Odessa, whether it's watching the video, and you know, frankly, I still get choked up, right? I mean, this is, and I think it's inspiring and humbling all at the same time. every time I hear her story or Joe's or Ronnie's or any of the other stories that you hear about, what a couple things that Odessa pointed out that I think are really relevant to those of us here today are, one is the turnover rate in our industry is 50% per year for entry-level employees, 50%. And you can do the math in a variety of ways of, hey, it costs X dollars to recruit somebody and to hire them and train them and all of that. And that's maybe starts to scratch the surface of the impact that turnover has. But what's really so compelling is, I think people start getting involved with Shelters to Shutters, because of the benefit, the social benefit. But what's really compelling ultimately is the fact that it's great for our business too. And what I love is, as an industry, we can have a really meaningful impact on the issue of homelessness, right? I mean, this is something where, as a private industry, we can really tackle a major social challenge like nobody has before. We do have a tremendous number of jobs that we control. We have housing, we provide benefits, we provide training. And the other thing that I think really resonates is that what we've seen from the candidates in Shelters to Shutters is that they are career-minded, driven, and motivated. They are not looking at this as a job. This is a career for them. And so what we have found is that we have almost 100% retention on an annual basis with our Shelters to Shutters candidates versus the 50% norm in the industry. But look, at the end of the day, I'd encourage you to look at the information. We're here for the next couple days to answer questions. There's going to be a stand down below where there's information. But I would challenge each of you, just as I kind of challenged myself 2 years ago when we started this organization. When somebody comes up to you and they say, look, you have the opportunity to change somebody's life, and it's also going to benefit you, but you have the opportunity to change somebody's life. Are you going to do it? I mean, we control a lot of units in this room right now. We control a lot of jobs. And ultimately, what we're doing through Shelters to Shutters is no different than what we do anyway. We provide jobs, and we provide our employees a discount on rent. That's all Shelters to Shutters is. So the question is, as we're looking for great career-minded employees, will you take a look at this program and change somebody's life in the process? Anyway, thank you very much for the time. I really appreciate it.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
We hope this $20,000 contribution is just the beginning. As Chris mentioned, there's going to be a kiosk. There is a kiosk in the hallway just behind you. They're going to be there. Please come and stop by and talk to them. Ask them how Shelters to Shutters has been integrated into their operations for their management company. In November, Entrada will also be kicking off the National Hunger and Homelessness Awareness Week with a nationwide Shelters to Shutters giving campaign. We hope that you'll participate in that. We are prepared, Entrada is prepared to provide any of the marketing and PR material if you're interested in considering it as part of your corporate operations, or if you would like to promote it at the site level. We also, any of you that are using resident pay, there's an opt-in feature that you can activate where you can invite your residents to also make donations to the program. We estimate that the companies in this room represent about 40,000 unoccupied units, so there's tremendous opportunity here. Here are a list of some of the companies that have already participated just in the 2 years since Shelters to Shutters began. Equity Residential, Waterton are some of the names, Drucker & Falk, Avalon Bay, they're anyway, a great list of companies. Together, we really feel that we can make a difference. Thank you.
It's a beautiful day.